next thing we're gonna do, as I said, the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna be modeling my water object. Now the water object will actually fill part of the swimming pool. Okay, so let's make the water object right now. Now the way to make the water object, let's go back to our 2D wireframe from our visual style, and also we switch it back to right view from our view controls. Now this is what we have. We're gonna make exactly what we have here, but the depth will be reduced. Okay, so I'm gonna use my line command just as we did earlier. Make sure your auto is switched on, or you can click F8 on your keyboard for your auto toggle. As you can see, we have auto switch on here. So I'm gonna click, then draw to the move my mouse to the right, and I'll specify 145 as my length. Enter. Then I'll go down. I'll move down. Then specify a distance of 20.5. 20.5. Now enter again. Then I'll escape. Then I'll zoom over to that area using my line command again. I'll click line. I'll come over here. I'll click and then move down. Then I'll specify a length of 10.5. Then I'll enter. Now I'll move to the right. As you can see, I'm going to move my auto. I'm going to off my auto so that I'll be able to move freely. Okay, I'm going to switch off my auto. Now I can move freely. Now I'll just come here. Then I'll just click over there. And I'll escape. As you can see, just as we did earlier, I'm going to use my region command again to join all the lines together as they are separate right now. Okay, I'm going to use the region command, which is REG for region shortcut. So I'm going to use region and enter, and I'm going to use window selection to select everything. The way to do that is you just come over here, make sure it is beyond this line and also beyond this line. So I'm going to come over here, click, and I'll drag, and I'll just click again, then enter. So as you can see, it says one region created. Now if you come over here and click, everything is selected. That's it. All the lines are joined together. Now I'll go back to my view controls and I'll select southwest isometric. Then I'm going to extrude again by 85. Okay, so I'm going to extrude again, or you type EXT on your keyboard, or you can just come over here and click extrude. Now click here and make sure you enter. Then I'll drag and specify an extrusion height of 85. Enter again. As from here, you can see we are having exactly the same shape, right? But actually they are of different depth. Now I'm going to come over here and move this object. This is a water object. I'm going to move it into this object, into this swimming pool object. Now the way to do that is I'm going to go back to my modify panel, and I'll select the move. This is the move icon as we did earlier. Or I'm going to, okay, we've not actually moved anything. Okay, I'm going to use my move. This is move icon. I'm going to click on it. Or I'm just going to type M for move and enter. I'm going to select this object. This is the object I want to move, and I'll enter, and I'll move. I'll zoom into this area, and I'll hold down my control, right click, and select endpoint. Now I'm going to come over here and click. Then I'll just drag around, and I'll zoom into this my swimming pool. I'm going to hold down my control, right click again, then select endpoint. Now just come over here and place it over here. So I'm going to place it over here. Click. That's it. Now my swimming pool is in place. My swimming pool, my water is inside the swimming pool. So I'm going to go over to my visual style. Now select conceptual. As you can see, the water is actually covering part of the swimming pool, right? As I said earlier, it's going to cover part of the swimming pool. Now the next thing we're going to be modeling is I'm going to be placing a little of concrete at the top of this swimming pool, okay, for its limit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch back to 2D wireframe from my visual style, and I will go back to top view from my view controls. Top. So okay, I'm going to zoom into this. Now I'm going to use my rectangle command again from here, or I just type REC for my rectangle shortcut, enter, and I'll come over here and hold down my control, right click, then select endpoint. I'm going to come over here and click. Now I'll draw my rectangle. I'll hold down my control, right click, then select endpoint again. I'm going to come over here and click again. As you can see, it's cool, right? I'm going to offset that rectangle right now. Now the way to offset is this, the offset icon. I'm going to click offset, and I'll specify distance, or I'll just type O for my offset shortcut, enter. Then I'll specify a distance of 6. Now enter. Now I'm going to come over to the rectangle I drew just now. I'll click on it. Now come out and click again. As you can see, it's actually offset. Now I escape that, and I'm going to rejoin the two rectangle. The way to rejoin, I said as we did earlier, the shortcut for region is REG, and I'll enter. I'm going to type and I'm going to click the two rectangle. Click this and the rectangle we drew earlier before. Now I'm going to enter this, and it says two regions created. created, right? Now I've created the two region. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract the inner one from the outer one. Now the way to do that, as we did earlier, is the subtract icon over here, or you can just type SU for your subtract, then enter. And I'm going to subtract from this, click that, enter, and come over to the inner one, click and enter again. Now it says one found. That means you've subtracted one object. Now as you can see, I'm hovering over this and both of them are actually highlighted. That means it is subtracted. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to extrude this. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my southwest isometric from my view controls. I'll just switch on my southwest isometric, then I'll just zoom into it and extrude this. So I'm going to use my extrude, or I just type ext as we've done earlier. It's still the same. I'll just come off, or I'll just come over to the extrude icon over here, click on it, and I'll come over to the line I want to extrude. I'll click on it and I'll enter, and I'll move up. Make sure you're not moving down, make sure you're moving up, okay, so that I'll be able to see the extrusion. If you're moving down, the extrusion will be on the same plane as the top of the ground, so you won't see what you've extruded. So better still, come up and specify an extrusion height of 2, then enter. As you can see, we have what we extruded. This is it, we're saying it. Okay, now the next thing we're going to be doing is, let me actually go back to my visual style and put it on my conceptual. As you can see, this is what we got. So we are coming to modeling a swimming pool. We are still getting close, right? Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'll switch off, I'll go to my visual style, click on 2D wireframe, and also for my view controls, I'll click on right view. And next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be modeling the handles or the rails into the swimming pool. And the way to do that, I'm going to use my line command again. I'll click on line. I just type L on my keyboard and enter for my line. Make sure your auto is switch on. As you can see, mine is switched off, so I can click it and switch it on. As you can see, it says auto on, right? I'm going to come over here and click, then go up and specify a distance of 25. Enter, then go to the right, specify a distance of 13. Enter, then I'm going to escape that. So I'm going to zoom into that and see what I got. Now I'm going to use the line command again. Come over here, click, or you just type L and enter. Now I'll come over here, click, then go to the right, specify a distance of 22, enter, then move down, specify a distance of 22, enter again. So that is it, that is escape. Now I'm going to delete this. I don't really need this anymore. I'm going to delete this. Now I'm going to use my line command again. I'm going to click the line. Now come over here, or I'll just hold my control, right click, then select midpoint, then I'll come over here and click the midpoint. Now I'll go to the right, I'll just go to the right and I'll specify like a distance of 40. Now enter, escape. Now I'll just use my extend command to extend this line up to this line. So the way to do that is, the extend command is located in the modify panel. Just come to the modify panel. If you can find this, then click on the arrow. This is the fillet command, then you can use the extend command. This is the trim command. You can actually come over here to find the extend command over here. This is the extend. Or better say, if you can't find the extend command, just type EX on your keyboard and enter for your extend. Now you can come here when you are on extend. After typing enter, after clicking enter, just come over to this line, click, then enter, come over to this line again, then click again. As you can see, you are already having your line extended up to that level. Then you can actually escape and delete this line. Okay, now you use the normal line to join this. You click on this, you come over here, or you just type L on your keyboard, then enter for your line, then come over here, click, and join it up to this line. If you're finding it difficult, you can actually switch off your auto so that you move freely, then come over here and click. Okay, then escape. So this is what we got. Now the next thing we're going to be doing, we are actually going to be joining all those lines together. But before doing that, I'm going to fillet all this corner. We are having we're actually having what's it called,